Good Wednesday evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb from the 11 Alive Weather Impact Team. And if you've been outside tonight, you've noticed those temperatures are cooling off a little bit more. Now, we had some warm temperatures today that were in the mid 80s, and we are going to feel a little more like fall over the next few days. Those temperatures today in the mid 80s were above where we should be for this time of year, but now those temperatures are falling. You're going to notice in the morning, especially, not only tomorrow morning, but for the next few mornings here, the really cool air in place. And generally, those cooler temperatures of the day occur between 4 and 8 o'clock in the morning. The sun comes up around just around 7:30ish, and that's when we have that coolest air of the day. And what we're going to be seeing is low temperatures that are going to be generally in the low 60s here in Atlanta tomorrow morning, but outside the city, we'll have some of those temperatures that are going to be in the 50s. And then going into Friday morning, even in the city of Atlanta, we're expecting those morning low temperatures to be in the 50s, and again, even cooler in the outlying areas. So maybe you'll need a light jacket over the next few days, but then remember, that's just for the morning hours. You'll be taking it off a little bit later in the day because we will be warming up. But at least those temperatures in the afternoon are not as going to be as warm as we had today, and we're trending just a little bit below average for those afternoon temperatures. In fact, tomorrow we're thinking we're going to be around 78 degrees for a high compared to the mid 80s that we had today. Now, not much going on the satellite and radar picture right now. We have put this into motion. This is for the past 2 hours, and I know we're seeing some false echoes showing up there. That's not real. We're not getting any rain anywhere here in our area. We don't even really have many clouds around either, and around the entire southeast, it is also dry here. Now, this back into Mississippi, that really is some rain, and I want you to notice, though, how a lot of times we see stuff in Alabama and Mississippi moving our way, but these showers are pushing over toward the west. That's because we have more of an easterly flow, not only pushing through our area, but that extends all the way over to Mississippi. So that's why those showers are moving there into a westerly direction toward the west now, and not moving toward us. It is that east wind that is going to give us that cooler air over the next few days. And we often call this a wedge. There's a high pressure system sitting more up to the north and east, and we have the north and easterly flow here with it. And a lot of times with these wedges, we get low cloudiness as well as some mist and drizzle and the really cool air. Well, we're not going to get the moisture content with this wedge, but we are going to get some of the cooler air with it. So that'll be kind of a nice thing to see out there. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know why you can't see that camera there, but here's another one for you where we're showing you our tower cams that we have around North Georgia right now. This is in Rome, where it is nice there right now. We just saw a beautiful sunset. This camera's pointing over toward the west, and we saw not only the great sunset, but some nice orange colors there in the sky as well. It was a really nice night out there. Now that the sun has gone down, we are seeing some cooler temperatures starting to move back in. This is a live camera in Athens, also looking over toward the west, where we had another nice sunset there too with the clear sky, and it was just very nice. And so this evening is really comfortable with those mainly clear skies, and now that the sun has gone down, it went down around 7:22. Sun setting earlier now, but let me show you what we're watching. That high temperature today was at 85 degrees this afternoon, and we held at 85 for a couple of hours. It was even 85 at 4 and also 5 o'clock, and then at 6 o'clock it started coming down just a little bit. But that's 5 degrees above the average. We should be around 80 degrees here for this time of year. Our low this morning was 69, feeling kind of comfortable, but the average low for this time of year is 61. We're going to be right at average, we're thinking, tomorrow morning. So it is going to feel a little chillier than it was out there this morning. Now, the record for today's date, the record high is 93. That was set in 2019. The record low, 40 degrees. That's a long-standing record from 1924. Now, this is the thing. We need some rain. So even though we're sitting here talking about how the weather's going to be nice, it is going to be cooler, it's going to be sunny and dry and low humidity around, the problem is we need some rain. We are now almost 4.5 inches below where we should be in rainfall for the year. So that's a pretty large deficit. Now tomorrow, the drought update is going to come in. We get that every Thursday from the drought monitor. And as you'll recall, last week it was more than just abnormally dry. We were entering into some moderate drought. I'm expecting at least the moderate drought is going to be expanding, but we'll see if we get to that next level of drought potentially coming into our area with all of this dry air that we have in place. We need some rain, and the problem is we do see some coming in over the next 7 days in the 7-day outlook, but it's just not a lot of rain. We need a lot more than what we're expecting. Here's a look at how those temperatures kind of timed out during the day. We mentioned that low temperature of about 69 degrees. That was here between 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning. And then we got up to 85 this afternoon. That was at 4 or 5 o'clock today where we saw those warmer temperatures. And right now, we're starting to cool off a little bit more. 75 right now. So we're 10 degrees cooler than that actual high temperature. Now, if you'll recall, a lot of times at this hour, let's say we would get up to 85 degrees, and then by now it might be 81 or 82. Just coming down a few degrees. But now we have come down 10 degrees. Not only is the sun setting earlier, so we're losing that warmth a little bit faster, but also we have that easterly wind bringing in some of that cooler air, so you can really feel those temperatures getting cooler and cooler each and every hour. So we've got that 75 right now, but look to the north and east of us. That easterly flow bringing in that cooler air. It's 67 in Lawrenceville, 68 in Athens and Covington, 66 in Peachtree City, 68 in Carrollton. So that cooler air is sliding our way. Now, of course, Atlanta is the urban heat island. We hold on to heat a little bit longer here with all the concrete and the buildings around. It just takes a little while for that heat of the day to radiate. But it has gone down 10 degrees, and it's going to keep going down through those overnight hours. And by tomorrow morning, we expect to get down to 61 degrees, and then by 9, we'll be at 64, and then getting up to 78 in the afternoon. We're going to see a lot of sunshine here during the day with maybe just 1 or 2 clouds mixing in at times. It's also going to stay a little breezy, not crazy windy or anything, but just a little bit more on the breezy side. So here's a look at the forecast track. And when you look at this, there's not a lot going on. The thing I want you to see, though, is that northeasterly flow. And you can see those arrows here. See how they're coming in right now out of that north and east? And that's bringing us that cooler air, and it's pushing any clouds that we had earlier away. And as we go through the rest of the daytime hours tomorrow, mainly clear to start, those cooler temperatures in place, sunshine at noon, plenty of sun at 5 in the afternoon too, just a little breezy here with that northeasterly flow, temperatures in the 70s tomorrow afternoon. It's going to feel great, it's going to look great out there. And then going into Friday morning, even cooler with temperatures in the city that'll be getting down into the 50s, right, in generally the upper 50s here, but we'll see some mid and lower 50s in some spots there Friday morning outside the city. And as you can see, during the afternoon, still plenty of sunshine out there. Now on Saturday, we do think we'll see a few more clouds building in. Not really an overcast, but just partly cloudy skies here on Saturday. And I'm not really calling for any rain chances here during the day on Saturday. It's going to be on Sunday, though, when we see a little more moisture that's going to be feeding in. And right now, we're just going with a 20% chance for a shower on Sunday, and then slightly higher rain chances going into Monday. So here's the moisture map. You can see what we're talking about, that blue color that is over us right now. That is the dry air in place. You see here on the legend where you see the blues and the purples. That's really dry air. We've got that for Thursday during the afternoon hours, as well as on Friday. Still more of that dry air around. But on Saturday, I mentioned just a few more clouds building in, maybe a little more relative humidity, but still no rain in our area. Now watch how this moisture starts to increase. You see how those colors, and look at all the oranges down to the south. That's very moist air. Pushing up here, some of that moisture that's pushing our way. Humidity levels coming up Sunday. I mentioned that 20% chance for a couple of isolated showers. And then on Monday, even more of that moisture feeds in. And that's when our rain chances are going to increase a little bit more. Right now, seeing about 30% chance for some showers. The models are not in agreement on those rain chances, though. 30, 40%, just somewhere in that range for your Monday. Tuesday, potentially coming back down to 20%. And on Wednesday, maybe back up to about 30%. And some of this moisture is going to hang around, and we might see just a few of those isolated showers. So here's a look at the dew points. This is the actual measure of how much moisture is in the atmosphere. And look at this. When you've got dew points down into the 50s, that's really comfortable air. And we're going to be feeling that comfortable air not only today, but also tomorrow and into Friday. Saturday, with those clouds coming in, humidity levels start coming up a little bit, but not too humid, still right there on the line between comfortable and humid. But it's on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday when those dew points come up a little bit more, well into the 60s. So it's going to start feeling a little more humid, and the morning temperatures won't be as cool on those days because of that increase in the moisture content. And then eventually, we will see the rain chances that will come back up too. So dry conditions Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But here you see Sunday, 20% chance for a shower. Monday, a 30% chance for a shower. So yeah, we need some rain, but those chances aren't that high. And then even the models aren't really showing, this is over the next 7 days, aren't really showing if we even get any rain that there'll be a lot piling up. Remember I showed you we were almost 4.5 inches below average in rainfall. This system coming in with the lighter rain chances or the lower rain chances for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, that's not going to wipe it out. We're only thinking maybe a 1/2 inch of rain. The American model showing that. The European model, maybe 7/10 of an inch of rain coming in. So that definitely isn't going to wipe out that rain deficit at all. But enjoy these mornings over the next few days. We start off at 61 in the morning, and then 58 Friday, 59 on Saturday morning, and then as that moisture content comes up and the dew points rise, that's when these morning temperatures start coming up too, to 65 Sunday and 67 on Monday. And the high temperatures are not bad either. Below average here for Thursday and Friday. Average high for this time of year is 80, so it'll be just below that. We go up to 80, we're thinking on Saturday, and then just below it again on Sunday as well as on Monday. All right, let's take a look at the tropics here, where we're not seeing any threats for the United States right now, but we're still keeping an eye on Imelda and then what is left of Umberto. And Umberto really fell apart here up to the north, so that's moving away. But this is Imelda. It is still a Category 2 hurricane, and what we have to watch is this is Bermuda right here. So it looks like this is going to be moving right over Bermuda, most likely as a Category 2 during the overnight hours tonight. Here is the latest on that track. We have winds now at 100 miles an hour, moving east-northeast at 24 miles an hour. So it's moving pretty quickly. Hurricane warning in effect for Bermuda. That's the red outline that you see here around the island. Here we go, moving over Bermuda tonight. Most likely by 2 in the morning, it'll already be over to the east of Bermuda, still with about 105-mile-an-hour winds. And then the system moves quickly, races up toward the north and east here. It loses its tropical characteristics as a remnant low, but still 80-mile-an-hour winds on Friday at 2 in the morning, 70-mile-an-hour Saturday at 2 in the morning, and then you can see those winds coming down a little bit more as it moves up toward the north and also to the east. Anything else out there brewing? Well, we do have another system that we have to watch, and this one is still over land there in Africa. Once this comes off the coast of Africa and moves over the water, when it gets into this region right here, we may see some development. As of right now, Hurricane Center giving it about a 20% chance of development. We think it's still going to be just barely over the water in the next couple of days, so 0% chance over the next 2 days. But over the next 7 days, 20% chance of developing. So this is the next thing we're going to be watching here to see if it could, in fact, become our next tropical system. Let's see, we just had Imelda, that's the I name. Jerry is the next name on the list, and then after that would be Karen. So, okay, here's what we're watching for the European model, the dry weather conditions that we have over us right now. You see that easterly flow. Does look like we'll see some moisture, though, off the Georgia coast and down into parts of Florida and even along the Florida Panhandle. There's a little system we've been watching in the Gulf of Mexico that doesn't look like it's going to develop into anything, but it does look like it's going to bring some moisture here to the Panhandle and into Florida. Then look at this, the Georgia coast getting more of that rain on Sunday. This is when we have just the 20% chance for showers with a little bit of that moisture trying to spread into our area later Sunday. Monday, a little better chance for some rain here, 30 to 40% chance there. And then Tuesday, low rain chances. Going into Wednesday, again, just some lighter rain chances as some of this moisture starts to push back into our area. So here's the 7-day forecast where we have dry weather, nice fall weather over the next couple of days, 78 for a high Thursday and also on Friday. Look at those morning lows, 61 Thursday morning, then 58 Friday morning, 59 on Saturday morning. If you're going up to Athens on Saturday, it is a noon game. Morning tailgating will be really cool. During the game, though, on Saturday from noon to 3:30, 4 o'clock, those temperatures will be heating up, but it looks like it'll just get to 78. Back to 59 on Saturday with a high of 80. And then here we go with those rain chances. Not huge rain chances, 20 to 30% chances for showers Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, as well as on Wednesday as the moisture content in the air starts coming up a little bit more. And that's when those morning low temperatures will also start getting a little bit milder thanks to those dew points that are going to be rising. So That is the latest on what we're watching here with our local weather as well as what we're watching in the tropics. Be sure to stay with us over the next couple of days. We'll talk more about these nice, comfortable temperatures with the dry weather. We'll have the drought update for you tomorrow. That is going to be coming in and be updated, which most likely is going to show some expanding drought conditions in our area. We'll have another update for you tonight at 11 on 11 Alive News, and then updates throughout the day tomorrow right here on 11 Alive Plus and Weather Impact 24/7.